in general, like if this was the brow shape and we didn't have any other rig for the brow, I would probably push it a lot more. So I'd probably go for something like this, you know, so covering at least half of the eyeball, like make her look really angry, like, because it doesn't mean that the animators have to use it at 100%. And it depends a little bit on the style of animation that you want, or the design also. It could be, you know, I'm doing always these round shapes here, but perhaps your animation is a little bit different. Perhaps you don't want to have these round shapes. Perhaps you want to have more angular, which it looks like you have here a little bit with, you know, the corner and everything. So the style of this character, we'd have to look at a reference to, again, you know, these the reference that you uploaded in week 0. But it might also be that an angry does not necessarily need to have like this round smoothness. It could also be very, very sharp. So here is a round example, and here if we try to do a sharp example, maybe something like that. But you can see this is much, much more angry, or it looks much, much more angry. Not just because I pulled this more, but, or actually, yeah, kind of the reason, but it looks really angry now. So it depends which style of eyebrow you want. If you want to have like the curved eyebrow, or if you want to have the straight eyebrow here. But in any case, much, much more extreme. I would also probably try to, again, it seems to be this bridge here is a part of her character. So I don't want to tell you, okay, make this super round. But I typically try to make this a little bit rounder like so. Which kind of goes in line with what I said before with having meat showing up under the eyebrow. Because if you think about it, like all that meat has to go somewhere, right? All that skin. Like if we're pushing this down, it has to go somewhere. So it will like bulge all the skin here. It will kind of like bulge up there, all the fat, or not really fat, but skin. So that's why I would always like try to have a little bit like a thin line. Even here, like we're still missing that here on this side as well. So I would probably also push all this down a little bit more, that we can see skin down here as well. Now if we look down here, so it may be a little bit too extreme now, but as I said before, the animators, they don't have to use it at extreme. So if we come back to the right side, instead of 1, we use it at, you know, like 0.7. But just very, very quickly, you know, showing you what I would probably try to achieve. But you can see the difference between extreme and not extreme, or like subtle, like a little bit angry, a little bit sad, you know, like go extreme, you know, like be courageous and just like push it down, like push it up a lot, you know, because it will make it also more interesting, I think, you know, to look at. And then animators, they don't have to use it at extreme. They can use it a little bit, but then in some, you know, which is really, really angry, then they can like use it all the way. They have like the power to do that.
Yeah.